Good morning. This is Bob Albury reporting. I'd like to tell a story about Bob Bricker and his collection of die-cast trucks and cars. Now, this is quite a collection, and Bob himself will be giving us a description of the many trucks and cars that he has. Bob, tell us, how long have you been collecting these cars and trucks?
Since 1992.
Since 92?
Yeah.
Well, now how many of these cars and trucks do you think you
I
have in your
have,
collection?
I got it written down. 200 and... Just a minute.
Sure.
Can you stop a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I thought I had it written on one of these cards.
So you have about 200 or so, huh?
Oh, more than that. Let's see. 215.
215 of these different cars and trucks
No,
and models.
just the semis.
Oh, just the semis.
Yeah, just the semis.
Just the semi trucks now. And you have them from every kind of conceivable place. Do you buy them from collectors or do you buy them?
Yeah, you got companies. You can buy them from companies, toy shows.
Uh-huh.
Like most of the companies, toy shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some trading for different ones.
Yeah.
And friends have just given me some.
Really?
Truck drivers that I know that drove truck for certain companies. Like those, the CF up there.
The CF, okay.
Yeah, that company went out of business, but the guy was driving truck from Lima, Ohio to to Chicago.
Uh-huh.
And he found out I collected trucks.
So
he gave me that.
He gave you the CF collection, huh?
No, now those are a 153 scale.
Okay, these up here?
Yeah, that in there and this row here is all 153.
Okay.
And these here are all 164th.
What does that mean, 153
This,
scale?
it's 164th, to the original size.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just the scale.
Those are a little bit bigger trucks up there.
Bigger than some of your
Yeah.
other ones. Okay, so you have... Now, how long did you say you've been collecting these again?
Since 92.
Since 92, okay.
My first one I collected in 92 was right here. This is my baby.
This is your first one?
Yeah, this is the NASA with the space shuttle on it. There was only 7,500 of these made.
Oh, really? So it's
Yeah.
pretty valuable then, when you say?
This one here is...
What would you say the average cost of your cars are?
Oh,
In trucks?
average?
Average. $50?
140 bucks a piece.
140 a piece? Okay.
Yeah.
And some of these
Like-
are probably...
Like this truck here, this
Mm-hmm.
heavy hauler,
Yes?
that there's about 189
189 for
without
this.
the John Deere truck on it.
Without it. 189 for this
Yeah.
little model here, the die-cast model. Wow. I see we have all kinds of car pullers, different companies. It's interesting. What promoted you to start collecting them?
Well, being around trucks,
Yeah. Now, why were you around trucks?
being in the truck tire business,
Uh-huh.
servicing truck tires and talking to truckers, and I've always had always wanted to be a truck driver, but I never was. I ended up working on them.
Oh, okay. Because I know that you have your own business, Bricker's Tire Service,
Yeah,
right? And
right.
you've had that for how long here? How long have you had that business?
Here in Florida since '95.
Okay, since 95. So you were collecting cars.
My dad was in the tire business for 37 years before he passed away, and that was back in the 1946 is when he first started.
I noticed that you have a lot of race cars here.
Yeah, those are all in NASCAR. I got into that by kind of a fluke.
Uh-huh.
Guy at work for me, he was a big NASCAR fan, and he started buying me.
Buying the cars.
Yeah, and then I started adding to it.
Have any favorites? Anyone that really is your... If you had to keep only one car that you'd keep for sure? This one? Why is that?
What's his name with the red hair? Just I can't even think of his name right now.
Uh-huh. Miro Andretti.
No, this is a comedian.
Is that Carrot Top?
Carrot Top, that's
Okay.
it. Carrot Top.
Okay.
Just slipped my mind.
Just right in here, get a close-up.
Yeah, that's his.
That's Carrot Top,
Yeah,
isn't it?
he was on this car back in, I think, oh God, what year was that?
So he was the sponsor.
No, he was just he was doing commercials for AT&T. And AT&T is actually the sponsor of the car.
Sponsor the car.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So each of these cars, maybe people who aren't normally racers, all the cars, if we look real close at them, you'll see all kinds of different names.
No, this one here's nice. It's Garfield with
Okay.
Richard Petty. They did a spatial.
Okay.
This is a Richard Petty car.
Richard Petty. Of course, he's not racing anymore. He's retired from
no.
racing.
I even got an autograph. His 100th anniversary car, or 100th win car, I got an autographed car of that.
Just looking at the different cars.
Yeah.
All the different advertisements and stuff. Now, these cars are what scale would you say?
1/24.
Okay, these are all 124.
Yeah, they're a little bigger.
A little bigger.
Yeah.
So you have quite a
This
collection.
here's one that was sponsored by the Yankees.
By the Yankees?
Yeah.
Okay.
On
For
their
you Yankee fans out there.
100th anniversary, when they had their 100th anniversary,
Okay.
that was on one of Richard Petty's cars.
Okay. So that's how the cars were able to make the rounds, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing. This room that we're in is just basically Bob's laundry room, and it's just
It's the room my
amazing.
wife let me put him in.
It's so, as you can see, I'm going to step back here a little bit so we can get a picture. You can see kind of the whole room, get an idea just how big it is, and how many cars there are. It's been fascinating to see Bob's collection. I just happened to be over here one day. Bob's my neighbor. And we were talking. He said, "Here, let me show you something." And then he introduced me to this car collection. And I said, "This was just amazing." I see you have one up there from Disneyland, huh?
I got quite a few of the Disney. Whenever they have a new one come out, I get it.
Oh, okay.
Now, the only thing about the Disney ones is
Mhm.
they got plastic trailers. They're not die cast.
Okay, so the trailers are
Yeah,
plastic.
plastic, but the tractors, the pullers, the tractors,
Yeah.
they're all die cast.
Okay.
But I buy them because I'm a Disney nut.
Yeah. This is quite a collection. I notice I see a little monorail up there in part of your collection.
Disney.
Yeah.
And
So all the different trucks have, today, do you think you see this kind of advertising on trucks today?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
do you still see
Yeah,
it?
these are all replicas of trucks that drove on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, they're nothing like this. In here is Precious Moments.
Which one?
This one right up here.
Oh, Precious Moments.
Moments, the little figurines,
Oh, yeah.
women buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's my beer line up there. You got Pabst Blue Ribbon, Corona, Old Style, Hams.
okay. I can almost, there we go. See all the different beer.
Yeah.
Some of those beers have gone away,
Yeah.
haven't they?
There's McDonald's. There's Kroger's. This is a small trucking company out of Sydney, Ohio.
Wait a minute.
This one right here, Sydney Truck.
Okay.
Then that's Bobcat, your front end loaders and loaders. They sponsor that.
Okay, Bobcat.
This is Quality Farm Fleet. They're farm sales and stuff.
Yeah.
Then Texaco.
All the various
There's
different.
Albertsons over there.
So really, it's not just, you really have a history of businesses and stuff too. It's kind of representative of that, isn't it?
Watch yourself behind you.
Okay.
And places where I found them, I found I found a couple of these Texacos in truck stops. My travels, I stop and
Uh-huh.
find them.
And so you did a lot of business with these kind of folks too, didn't you?
Yeah, not all of them, but
Yeah.
some of them. Then some that
Just people can remember and see some of the different. The Postal Service, of course, Iowa, Com, Pepsi, Yankee, New York Yankees right here.
yeah, that was actually their drag racing car hauler.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they had a drag car that was sponsored. Then you got Ace Hardware,
Okay, yeah.
then HWI Hardware, got those.
Sodders Wood. They Are Cyrus Wood still around?
Yeah, they're in Archbold, Ohio. It's a
Okay.
manufacturer. I'm sure they make a lot of it overseas now, but there was a big factory up there. That's where I actually bought that right at the factory.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. We took a tour of the factory.
Okay.
Then
Peterbilt.
Peterbilt, Volvo. This was Budweiser, and then these here are
Yeah.
Dale Jr. race car, and then Casey Kane's race car.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Then this car here, I found in a store in Austin, Texas, one day. Harley Davidson store.
Okay, cool. So they're
And
on truck.
UPS.
I notice here you have some little different cars.
Yeah, those are. I don't know what's they're small scale, 1/18 or something.
Gotcha. Just a whole different. So you have quite a collection here
Yeah.
that I bet you're very proud of it.
I'm gonna say there's one up there. It's the Buccaneers
Oh, is it?
somewhere.
That would be Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We don't talk about them very much these days, do we?
No. There.
Oh yeah, there's the Buccaneers.
That's the old Buccaneer Bruce.
Yeah. I got it.
Got it?
I got it. Yep. Let me get up. There's the old. Just the reason we're focused on Bucks because that's being here in the Tampa Bay area. They're our home team, whether we want to claim them or not. Of course, I see the Saints peeking out back here also.
Yeah.
This little bit here, so for your Saint fans.
Those they were making them back in like 95 and 96, and for some reason they stopped producing them.
The kind of cars.
Yeah, those sponsors.
Oh, I see.
And there's the Bengals.
Bengals there. Is there a theme here? Are you kind of you're from Ohio, right?
Yeah. I just, I had a chance to buy them. I bought them.
Yeah. Well, Bob, this is quite a collection of cars. I know there's a lot of car collectors and people out there who collect models who would be very jealous.
This in here was the commemorative of the September 11th, 2001 anniversary, 10-year anniversary.
Oh,
Yeah.
the 9/11 memorial.
I found that. I bought that. Of course, these here are a lot of sponsors: Hershey's, Cracker Jacks.
Oh, the kind of the sweet line on
Yeah.
here, huh?
Yeah.
So you really have you even have a pattern. I noticed the way you.
Yeah, I try to keep them in. Like, see all these up here are drag racing sponsors
Sponsors up here.
and car haulers.
Okay.
Here's an old McDonald's one I picked up somewhere.
Oh, look at this.
Campbell's soup one.
Old McDonald's. Huh, that's okay. Well, I know this must bring you a lot of pleasure.
Well, it's people say why you do it, but it's for me.
Yeah. Well, it's a great collection. It's
Yeah.
and the thing is, it's not only so many different kinds of trucks.
Yeah.
You've laid it out so well and so interesting. It's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful collection.
Like this in here, I found out that this is the world's largest truck stop. It's out in Walcott, Iowa. It's on I-80, and it's big as. It's probably as big as Tampa. I mean, the truck stop is so huge.
Yeah, so it can accommodate a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they like 10,000 trucks a night.
Is that right? Stop
Yeah.
there at night?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, say that name again, just so our viewers may want to look it up.
It's the truck stop is called Iowa 80, and it's in Walcott, Iowa, on I-80,
Okay.
and it's the world's largest truck stop.
Just if you're
They
interested.
have everything in there. They got 5-star restaurants and.
Here's the web page for that if you're interested. It's
Yeah.
www.walcottruckersjamboree.com.
Yeah, every year they have a big jamboree, and then they have like all kinds of contests for the drivers to do, parking and driving their trucks and stuff like that. Competition.
Now, if somebody wanted to start a collection like this, Bob, where would they? What would they have to do? What's the name of the place that they could get their
Well,
first
you can
truck?
go online. There's a company that's called LittleBigTrucks.com,
Okay.
and they sell all these die-cast cars and trucks.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and they've got unbelievable cranes and.
So they sell more than just trucks.
Oh yeah, they got tractors, replicas of tractors, cranes, just anything to do with transportation. pretty
Okay,
much.
airplanes?
I don't. Yeah, every once in a while I might see one.
Airplanes, but they're mostly
Those
trucks,
are Yeah.
trucks,
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is there any last ones that you'd like to point out to our viewers today?
Well, if you want to start down here, these are actually two 48-foot trailers, and they're only used on certain turnpikes. Ohio Turnpike, Pennsylvania Turnpike, New York Turnpike, and because they're so big.
Yeah.
And then these here, they're called California triples because they're used on the West Coast. They run in triples of the small pup trailers. These are called pup trailers.
So they actually have three. These truckers are actually hauling
Yeah,
three.
yeah.
That's got to be pretty tricky to haul three of them. How do you back up three?
Yeah, well, I've seen guys try it, but I've never seen one actually do it.
So actually, they probably can't back
I
up.
don't think
Yeah,
they can.
okay,
It's
yeah.
just a haul there.
Okay,
And then these are dual. They call them doubles. You
Uh-huh.
see a lot of them on the highway.
right. Those are a lot more today.
And then this here is again another. This is Cisco, the food company, and this is actually out of New York. If you get on the
Right out of New York, huh?
Yeah.
And that's once again a double.
now these here, if you notice,
Mhm.
they're actually the small trailers, but you got the extra set of tandems.
Of tires.
Yeah, and they're actually a heavy haul, but they're used in Alaska.
Okay. And specifically in Alaska.
Yeah.
So some of these trucks are designed for specific areas of
Yeah.
the country then, huh?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Pretty
And
amazing.
there's
Here, let me trade spots with you.
then this is a heavy hauler too. Then what's nice about these things, they've also got this is a brush guard they call,
Uh-huh.
and then it opens up so you can see the engine.
Okay, right there.
Yeah,
Cool.
and the wheels turn. This is actually really a good.
Good.
Yeah, I just got some NASCAR cars in there. I had nothing to put on it, but it's
Okay.
actually a heavy hauler.
So you actually just added that just
Yeah, I
for
just had to put it on.
Okay.
For something.
Well, that's very interesting. There's a lot. See, right now I've learned even more today just from this little interview.
Yeah.
So, well, it's quite a collection, Bob, and it's really fascinating. And I want to say how much I appreciate you're willing to share an opportunity for people to see it, because there's folks out there that aren't even familiar
I
with.
try to collect mostly company, corporation
Mm-hmm.
trucks. I do have a few NASCAR ones,
Yeah,
but I've got them in another room. But
it's a
I
beautiful.
like the corporation ones myself.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful collection, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that'll be checking some of these cars out and stuff. So,
Yeah.
so thanks for sharing, Bob.
Yeah.
And appreciate it. And you can look up if you're interested in tires for your cars or trucks. Bob Bricker's Tires here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Thanks for watching.